Hello, guys. How is everyone doing? Happy Wednesday. What is going on where you guys are today? I'm Amy with Lily Bean Designs. If you're just joining me, come on in and tell me if you're new. Tell me where you're watching from and what's going on today. Are you lasering? Are you crafting? Doing anything fun today? We are going to be making a Hello Spring door hanger today. This is the bonus file that is only available today, yesterday and today if you join SVG Clubhouse. So my membership group is open and it is called SVG Clubhouse. And if you're not currently a member or you haven't heard of it before, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. We only open the doors a few times a year and they are open now through Sunday. And we're offering bonus files when you join. So all this week you can join. It is $15 a month. What you get is 4 exclusive files every month that are not for sale in my Etsy shop for at least 1 year. They are only available to members. So you also get all the marketing photos, blank and finished for all of the files. So you can just throw those out there on your social media and gauge interest with your followers and your customers and see if they're interested before you actually complete the entire projects. You also get access to our private Facebook group, and we do a live paint party in there every month. And then the biggest perk that you get as a group member is that you save 50% off all my files every day. So that is one of the most favorite things, I think, among the group members. So you guys comment and let me know that you're there because I don't see any comments yet. And I want to make sure that you can hear me and see me and all the things. So if you want to join, the link is scrolling at the bottom of your screen. It's svgclubhouse.com. And if you join today, you get 3 bonus files. So you get all 4 files for February, plus you get 3 bonus files. This is one of the bonus files. Each day that goes by, we drop a bonus file. So if you wait, you don't join until tomorrow, there's only going to be 2 bonus files left. And this is the one that's going to go away after today. So if you really want this one, hop over there and join today. Hello, Tanya. How are you? So we are going to be getting started here in just a minute. Let me just make sure that everything straight. Okay, so let me show you the files that you're going to be getting for the month of February when you join. We have been painting some of these live. Okay, so first I'll show you the 4 February files. So the first one is a shaker file, and I made this one on Monday. So if you missed that video, scroll back on my page and you can see the video showing you how to make a shaker. If you have not made it before, they are super fun. I had such a good time making them. I'll grab it here in just a second and show you how they work and how they look when you move the pieces around. They are super fun. But this one, I just love all the bright colors. I love some teal and purple together. I just thought that was so pretty. This one is a tiered tray set. So our theme this month, as you can see, is a birthday theme. So this tiered tray set has the option to change out the number for the birthday on the little hat. So you get the numbers 0 through 9, and you can make any combination of numbers that you want and put the year on the hat for the birthday boy or girl. And then we also have a coordinating shelf sitter set. This is meant to go on my decor shelf that I sell in my Etsy shop, but it can, of course, work with any little shelf decor file or shelf, like decor shelf that you have in your house. So if you have like another little shelf you like to decorate for the holidays, then this set will work I can't talk today, y'all. Will work for that as well. When you join the group, we also have a free easel file in there. So if you're looking for some easels for your tier trays and your shelf sitters, we have a free easel file. And to find that, you just need to go to the Facebook group and look under the featured tab, and you will see that file available to you. And then lastly, we made the happy birthday door hanger. And I also painted this one live. This was it last week? I think it was last week, or maybe the week before. I can't remember. I think it was last week. I painted it live. But anyway, you can scroll back on my page and find the live video on this door hanger as well. So we painted that one. And then yesterday, this was our bonus file for yesterday. It was a little sandwich board set, sticking with our happy birthday theme. And then today we are going to be painting this Hello Spring door hanger. So let me really quick show you this, the little shaker set and how they work. So this is the shaker set. And as you can see, there are sequins inside that move around. And you can put anything you want inside of these. I usually do sequins, but there are lots of other little filler items that you can buy at the craft store or that you can purchase from Etsy. Some people make little like clay fillers for these, which you can see the sequins moving around in there. They're just super fun. So that was our little birthday set that we made live the other day. All right, so let's get started on this door hanger. Where are my door hanger people at? Who likes making door hangers? They are one of my favorite things to paint. So we are going to move all these pieces aside here. And the umbrella and the little handle for the umbrella are separate because that makes them the right size that they work with Glowforge. So everything is Glowforge sized in all of our files. And if you want to make your own backer, so say this is an 18-inch door hanger. So say you have a Glowforge Basic and you can't cut an 18-inch door hanger and you have to purchase your backers. What you can do is our files, our door hanger files that are shiplap, all include a version that is split, and the split is hidden in one of the shiplap lines. So this cuts in 2 pieces, and then there's a fastener piece that goes on the back that you glue. So you can cut 18-inch door hanger with a Glowforge Basic or a smaller laser. I think, what's the other one? Is it a BMO? I know a couple of people said they have a BMO. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but anyway. Okay, and then we also put optional holes in the top of our door hanger. So if you want to cut the holes out with your laser, that is there for you as well. And I usually use wire to hang my door hangers. Hello, Connie. Hey, Christy. Good morning or good afternoon, depending on where y'all are. Oh, Connie, I'm glad you like this file. Yeah, this one's going to be fun. So I think for the backer, I am just going to I'm going to do my cheater method, and I'm going to make it look stained, just like a light stain. So I'm going to take some brown paint. This is dark chocolate from Deco Art. And I'm going to just take a baby white and do a light kind of fake stain on here. I call it the cheater method. All right, so I'm just kind of spreading that on here. I want it to just have a very light stain because we're doing spring stuff now and we don't want dark for our spring projects. Bright and light and colorful. That's what I love about spring projects. What is the weather like where everyone is today? Are you guys freezing? Are you nice and warm? We are having another warm day. I can't believe it, but it's February down here in Louisiana, and I had to cut on the air conditioner. I couldn't take it. I've got my little fan running over here right now. But I told my husband, I said, you got to cut the air on. I can't do it. It was stuffy and sticky and yuck. So we at least need to bump the humidity out of here, and then we can maybe shut it off a little bit later. Ooh, 46 and rainy. Yeah, you don't have the AC running, Connie, that's for sure. All right, just wiping a lot of this off so it looks light. Okay, there we go. Looks a little darker on camera than it is. It's pretty light. The light always throws it off just a little bit. All right, so we've got that stained. I'm going to set that aside to dry. Stained, painted, whatever you want to call it. And we are going to do my very favorite color for this umbrella. I'm sticking with these bright colors this week. I kind of want these projects to coordinate. So we are going to do some Sea Breeze. This is Sea Breeze by Deco Art. Oh, I forgot to rinse my paint water out after I painted yesterday. We're also going to do some polka dots on here. So everything is scored for you on these files, makes it super simple to put everything together. You know where to place all your pieces. I can feel that AC cutting on, and I'm actually going to turn my fan down a notch. It's kind of loud. I swear, y'all, who has dog hair everywhere? Can't go paint something without a dog hair popping up on my craft table. Cold and sunny in Washington. Ooh, 28 in Wisconsin. Lordy, that's cold. When I flew back from Virginia the other day, I sat next to a man from North Dakota who said that it was 30 below when he left. I cannot imagine that temperature. I've never experienced that before. He says once it's cold, it's cold. And I get that, but still. I don't have to wear anywhere that I've lived. Like I guess if I'm outside for an extended period of time, I'm going to need to wear a coat. But for the most part, if you're running errands, I throw my coat in the back seat. I hate a coat, and I just hate the bulkiness of it. So I generally toss it in my back seat of my car, and I never actually put it on. It's just like my emergency coat. All right, so we've got that on there, and then we are going to do, I'm going to lighten this up a little bit, and we're going to do some polka dots with my white paint. Good morning, Sandra. How are you? So I'm just mixing a little white in with that sea breeze. And my paper plate over here. I think I need a little bit more, actually. And I just want kind of a tone-on-tone polka dot kind of thing going on. So I've got my sponge pouncers. Okay, so this one is probably 1.5 inches in size. And I'm just doing like kind of a half turn, pushing down and a half a turn. And I'm making triangles. If you have a hard time figuring out where to put, think of making triangles. So do 2 polka dots, and then where you would make a triangle for the third one, that's where it would go. And try to do some of them slightly off the edge because it just makes it look like more of a natural pattern. I'm not even dip my brush back in between most of these. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, so there's our polka dots. And some people ask about the bubbles. Those bubbles typically go away, and by the time you add all the other elements and accents and highlights and things, you don't see the bubbles anymore. So don't stress over like the little tiny bubbles in your polka dots. It's going to be fine. Okay, so we're going to also let that dry. This is a quick door hanger, y'all. It's not going to take like super long to paint this one. So if you're trying to crank out some spring door hangers, this is a good one. So whoever says found you, hey girly, hey back, but I don't know what your name is. It won't let me see your name. It just says Facebook user. So If you want me to see your name, hop over and watch from my page instead of in the group that you're in. You're watching from a group because sometimes there's a thing. You have StreamYard permission to share your profile. If you see an option to do that, click that, but sometimes that doesn't even work. But if you watch from my page, it's only when you watch from a group that I'm not able to see who you are. It's just this weird thing between StreamYard and Facebook. And if you don't know what StreamYard is, it's the platform that I use to go live with the split screen here. Okay, so I just used gray sky on my little umbrella handle, and we're going to paint our spring white. And I think I'm just going to grab a sponge stick and do it with the sponge stick because I feel like I can do white better on lettering with a sponge stick. Oh, hey, Sheila from Colorado. Yeah, I don't know. I'm sorry. I wish I could fix that. Maybe one day they'll fix it. But so far, it's been this way for a while. So, and I tried not using StreamYard and just going live straight from Facebook. And I found that I missed StreamYard. I like some of the features that it offers. If you want to StreamYard, I do have an affiliate link that I can send you. I usually put it in the video description, but I don't think it's in there today. Since we're talking about the Clubhouse, I don't think I put that in there. So I'm just dabbing this up and down, kind of a slightly little bit to the side, but not much. And that just helps me not get paint on the sides of my letters. I'm not painting the sides of these letters. When I first got my laser, y'all, I really wanted to paint the sides of my letters. And I found that it was a lot of work and it always looked messy no matter what I did. And I hated that. So I quickly ditched that idea and I said, okay, that's not going to happen. Now, if you want to sit there and sand the sides of your letters, because I really feel like you need to sand them. I could probably just knock that with a paint pen to get that paint to really adhere well and be smooth. And I'm not going to sit there and sand the sides of my letters. That's not happening. I wish I had that kind of patience, but I don't. Maybe if I was making something really special for like a gift for somebody and I just had a certain look in my mind, maybe I would do it then. But does anybody sand and paint the sides of their letters? Comment and tell me if you do. You are a more energetic person than me, if that is what you do. Okay, so we have our spring word painted. Oh, good, Sheila, it worked. Yay, I can see your name. I'm so glad that it worked. That's awesome. We are going to do our hello in the gray sky color. So I'm going to dab off. I'm going to use this same sponge stick. I'm not going to wet it. I am just going to, here, let me put this in water. I'm just going to get most of the paint. Where did my gray? Oh, here it is. And then in the gray. Most of the white. Did I say gray? Most of the white off of it and then dab it in the gray. Who is good about rinsing out their sponge sticks? I do sometimes. Sometimes I forget and then I come back in my craft room later and they're all dried up and I have to toss them. And I hate when I do that, but sometimes I do that. Because usually I get off here and I go grab lunch and I try to come back in here and like clean off my craft area, my table, because I like my table nice and neat the next time I sit down to craft. But that doesn't always happen. Yesterday, we had a bunch of crawfish and shrimp left over from a boil that our friend down here did, and we made it into a seafood bisque. Oh my gosh, y'all, it's so good. And it was not hard. It took a little work because we had to peel all the shrimp and the crawfish. But and then I made my own stock. So like I boiled all those shells and it was just so yummy. And I have leftover stock, which is awesome. So I put that in the freezer. All right, so there's our gray sky. And then all we really have left to do is paint our flowers. So we're going to paint just kind of a variety of spring colors here. And I think I'm going to go ahead and just do all of the flower centers in white. Oh, you know what, Sheila? That's a good idea. I totally forgot that tip. I was doing that for a while. And I don't know why I got out of the habit of it. That is such a good idea, especially when I'm using the same colors for multiple days in a row, because that's what I'm doing here. I'm kind of sticking with this color scheme. I don't know if I'm going to stick with it for all the bonuses. We'll see. But y'all know I just wing it when I paint. I don't really know what I'm going to do until right before. And then I'm like, okay, what's my color scheme? And I know I could put these on a piece of tape and I could paint them. And this is probably making some people twitch to watch me do it this way. But I'm not doing more than one door hanger, so I don't have like a whole bunch of these to line up. But if you're doing assembly style, then get your painter's tape out and put all your little dots and your flowers on there, because that will make your life easier. But I'm just doing this one for y'all. So this is how I'm doing it. All right. Let's do some purple cow. Purple cow by Deco. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we have 1, 2, 3 colors that I think I'm going to stick with. Okay. Or actually 4 colors. I guess we can do a couple in the sea breeze, even though the umbrella is sea breeze. So 2 of each color. You're a terrible brush mom. That's so funny. Yeah, some people I think probably like to watch me because I don't do anything like probably the professional way that people paint. I am not a professional painter. I don't even consider myself a very good painter. I still fret over like highlights. Sometimes I love the highlights that I do, and other times I'm like, oh, that did not turn out good. But like I always say, it's paint. You can paint over it if you don't like it. I've painted over stuff on live videos before. I've gotten to almost the end of a video, and I'm like, y'all know I'm not loving this, and I'm not going to leave it like this for you. So I'll repaint it, which probably drives some people crazy too, but oh well. You can watch in the replay and fast forward to the end, right? All right, we're going to paint 2 of these white so that we can do yellow over the white, because that will make our yellow pop. So let's do, okay. I was having a moment. Sorry. All right. With my counting. I don't know what happened. I was like, wait, do I not have enough small flowers to do 1 of each? I do. Okay, so these are going to be yellow. Just let them over here by the fan. To dry. And then we'll do 2 more in our sea breeze. And actually, this is our light sea breeze that we lightened up with white paint for the polka dots. So I still have a lot of that left. See how fast this door hanger is, y'all? It's an easy one. You know what I'm wondering? See, y'all know I go off course sometimes. Wondering if I have a, you're so sweet, Sheila. Thank you. Shading is your nemesis. Oh, girl, do you see me doing any shading? I don't shade. I am not good at shading. I'll tell you about an artist. I've talked about her before on my videos who does shading with markers on YouTube. I'll tell you about her in just a minute, but I think I'm going to throw some glitter in here, you guys. So I think I'm going to glitter my polka dots, if I could find the right color glitter. So hold up. And I need a piece of paper. Do I have a piece of paper in here? I'm sure I can find something. Yeah. All right, let's get our glitter out. All right, I think I'm going to push this chair aside and stand here. My head's going to be cut off, though. Hold on. Okay, so this is my glitter. Y'all know this has lasted me forever. This is from Amazon. Make it kind of bigger so y'all can see it. Okay, so this is my big glitter set. And it's looking like, y'all know I have paint all over my hands. Just ignore. I wonder if this is going to be too dark. Let's see. Or too much of the same. I've got that one, and I've got this one. I think this one might work better. This one might be more sparklier, more sparkly. Yeah, those are like the only two the right shade. So this one's lighter, but it's really, really super fine, almost like dust. I don't know. Can y'all even tell the difference between these on camera? Which one should I use? It's hard to see the difference. Maybe I should use the lighter. Light or dark? Neither one of them is like dark, but y'all tell me what you think I should use. And let me grab a piece of paper. I don't have my printer in here, so I have notebook paper. I'm just grabbing a sheet of notebook paper. Super fine. Mixed silver with it. Light. Okay, I'm being lazy. I'm not going to mix. Mostly because I want to be able to like dump it back in the container when I'm done. So I don't want to mix it. All right, so I'm just taking a piece of paper. I'm folding it in half. You can use printer paper. Ideally, probably paper that does not have holes in it, like this notebook paper, but this is what I've got on hand. And then what we're going to do is scooch all this stuff aside. All right, but I'm going to need to do a second coat on a couple of these. So let me real quick add a second coat. I need to do my yellow flowers. This is bright yellow. Which I always put white underneath. Because it just looks nice and bright. All right, hold on. I think my pink and my purple probably need a second coat. I missed a spot on my purple, so I'll just do a second coat on them too. And then we'll play with glitter. I'm just second coating everything. All right, so now we got to make sure that we have enough paint to get those polka dots wet again. So I'm mixing up a little bit more of my light sea breeze. Sandra, I'm having trouble covering the grain of the wood. Am I not using enough paint? I'm not sure I understand what you mean by covering the grain of the wood. I like the grain of the wood. Do you mean on the backer? Oh, you're talking about with the paint. You're not talking about the cheater method on the backer. You know, it probably depends on your paint. All right, I am done with this bottle of white. We're opening the new one. Probably depends on your brand of paint. Are you using good paint? And you may need to be doing a coat of white underneath. I'm just mixing over here, y'all. I'm making some more of the light sea breeze on my paper plate. My paper plate's a hot mess because I've been using the same paper plate for days. Okay, there we go. Now, we're only going to be able to do a couple of polka dots at a time because we need the paint to stay wet. So let me make sure that all this stuff is out of the way. That's my dot on my eye. Okay. All right, so I'm going to do, let me see if I can do 3 at a time. People are saying use the lighter color. All right, we'll use the lighter color. We'll see how that goes. I don't think I've used that like super fine one before. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so over top of my paper, it is very powdery. That's pretty. You know, I kind of actually like the fact, can y'all see that the very edge of it still shows like the paint? I kind of like that look. I think it gives it like a more defined edge. So that's kind of cool. All right, well, I'm gonna just go with that. I'm trying to do these. Look at that. That is so pretty. Especially when we get the word spring on there. I think that's really going to pop. All right, so let's go ahead and stop here and put some of our glitter back in our little tube. So this is where, here, I got to turn my fan off because it's blowing my paper. There we go. All right, so just like that. And that is what our paper is for, although I'm kind of regretting having so much on there. It's okay. It's going back in. Okay, and see how little glitter that used? That is still very full. So it does not take much glitter. That's why this kit has lasted me so long. I think I had to buy more Maybe more red. It's the only color that I've really had to buy more of. I went through a lot of red at Christmas. And just dump it on there. Go for it. Pretty. So sparkly. I love it. I really like that color. It's like a blue-green. It's got a little bit more green in it than the paint, but I like that. All right, we'll do these 3 and then we'll have 3 more. And yes, you will still have glitter everywhere, but that's just fun, right? Yeah, if you don't like glitter, just look away. Maybe find somebody else to watch because I love glitter. No, I'm just kidding. I don't do all glitter. But I told y'all I would play with glitter later this week. I couldn't let you down, right? All right, there she is, y'all. Super pretty and sparkly. Love it. Okay. Put the lid back on there. I've made a nice glittery mess in here. I forgot a partial. Oh, I sure did. Thank you for telling me. Hold up. We got one more little corner to do. I totally missed it. Okay, there we are. Oh, whoops. See, I missed it, y'all. See if I can salvage that little bit of glitter. Okay. My thumb was hiding it. Oh, it was. That's funny. Alrighty, you guys. Let's put this together. Okay. Can you see? I feel like you might be able to even see better if I have it like that, just because you can see the top and the bottom of it. I don't know. What do y'all think? All right, so what we're trying to do here is turn our umbrella to the side, but make sure that our word spring is like going straight, okay? And I always put everything on my drawer hanger first and get it all laid out before I glue anything down. And then our hello, I'm going to put, I think this goes this way, up here. Oh, and I ordered some more brush tip Sharpies and some chip brushes, y'all. They are on the way. And did I show y'all the cute wood beads I got? I don't think I showed y'all. I got some cute wood beads for St. Patrick's Day. I need to break those out. How about that layout? Does that work? I think that works. Okay, and then all of our little flower centers. We got some big ones and some smaller ones. Okay, there we go. So we just need to glue all that down. Cute. I love it. Thank you. It is fun. All right, so let's see. I'm going to glue this spring on first, and then I'll glue the umbrella on. I don't know if this dot is going to stick very well unless I really push it down on that glitter. I'm going to give it a little push here. Thank you, guys. Y'all are so sweet. I love Christmas projects the best, but then springtime hits and all these bright colors are so fun. You could have glittered the handle to make it pop next to the hello. Oh, yeah, that would be cute too. That would be super cute. Should we glitter the handle real quick with silver? Is that straight? I think that's straight, maybe a little bit up. Does that look straight? I think it is. Yeah, just the thicker part. So the brush tip Sharpies are for cleaning up your edges. When you get paint on the edges of things. All right, we will glitter our handle here in just a moment. All right, so let me do my umbrella. Oh, I'm sticking my finger in glitter. Got to be careful. That glitter is still a little bit wet there. All right, I got to stand up here, y'all. Make sure that spring word is straight and centered. I think that looks good. Okay, so we will do just the handle. Oh, My umbrella is sliding. Hold on. Hold on. All right, let me find a flat place to set this. I'm gonna set it in my chair. All right, so silver glitter. Let me just take the top all the way off. That's so cute. Thank you for the suggestion. That's adorable. I love it. Who suggested that? I need to scroll back and see. Sheila, thank you for suggesting that. That's very cute. Have I used the 3M spray? Okay, so I have used the 3M spray, but I don't want to use spray glue indoors. And I really don't like to paint and do stuff like that outdoors. Like, I guess I could do it maybe in my garage, but I'm not going to do it in my craft room. I think that would be a nightmare. Do you spray it inside? Oh, that is so cute. I'm so glad we glittered the handle. That is darling. Okay, so let me show y'all real quick my wire. I don't have my big spool, okay? My big spool of wire got left up in Virginia. Y'all know me and my back and forthness, and it got left in Virginia. So I picked this up. Where did I get this? Walmart. It's not much wire, though. This is not going to last me very long. Where are my pliers, though? Ooh, you guys, I just found a snack. I just got this snack. Do y'all like these? I hid them in my craft room from my husband. I'm not going to lie. I forgot they were there. Oh, let's see. Every time you check the glue, it's sold out. Yeah. What is that? The Star Bond. Have you tried Stick Fast? Stick Fast, it works the same. They're very similar. This is not the thick one. I wish it was, but all I could find was the medium. Okay, I got a new pair of pliers, y'all. Check these out. These are like heavy duty, right? All right. Forgot that I got those too. I got those at Walmart as well. And I got those because when I was back in Virginia and I was doing a video for a door hanger, I was looking for some pliers in the tool chest that we have down there. And all I could find were like the good ones. And I'm not used to using the good ones. I'm used to using like the cheapy craft ones. And once I used those, I was like, oh, I have to get me some of them. Those are nice. All right, so this is about, what is that? Maybe 18 inches of wire. Sometimes I pull off too much wire. I don't know. And this wire is, it says copper, but clearly it's silver. It's not copper colored. And I don't know, it's 16 gauge. This is 16 gauge wire. It's just a little thing of it that they have at Walmart. I need to order some more from Amazon, but I was in a crunch and I needed wire. Okay, so this is what, let me move my computer back here so y'all can see this a little bit better. All right, so this is what I've done. I've just fed it up through the bottom of my holes. Just like so. And then I've got these pieces sticking up. And I'm just going to take my pliers and I'm going to roll them down. And I roll them out. So this one out this way. And just kind of wiggle that out and push it down. And then this one, and kind of grab it towards the thicker part of the pliers so your loops are not like teeny tiny. Don't grab it towards the tip. unless you like it like that. I mean, I just like the loops to be a little bit bigger than that. So yeah, so they're my loops. Now, I also sometimes, and I should have done this before I put this wire on. I could still do it though. All right, hold on. Let me show y'all how we do the wood beads. So you only need to pull one of these out. I'm going to pull one out and I'll put wood beads on there for y'all. I forgot about that. Sorry. I did get some new ones, but it is already past Valentine's Day. I'll show you what I ordered. I'm sorry, it's not past Valentine's Day. It's past Valentine's Day for us crafters, right? It's a little late in the game to be doing Valentine projects, but I'm searching for St. Patrick's Day beads, which I'm not going to use on this, obviously, but I thought I could show y'all. So I found these on Amazon. Look how cute these are, you guys. Do you want me to link them in the comments? Look at the little rainbows, stripes, gingham, hats, pots of gold, horseshoes, clover. Oh, look. Do you see the gnome? Is he just, oh no, look at the gnome. I forgot he was in there. Look, can y'all see? I'm sorry, I'm not even showing y'all in the right. I might have to take it out of the bag. Let me show you the gnome. He's so cute. All right, ignore my paint hands. I'm going to take a little, each one of the shaped ones out of here so I can show y'all. Because they're so stinking cute. And then you're going to want to go over to Amazon and get you some, right? All right, I think this is all the shaped ones. So we have, let me find the right part of the camera to put my hand up to. Okay, do you see the little pot of gold, the gnome? See a little gnomey man? The hat, the rainbow, and the horseshoe. Oh, and there's a 4-leaf clover. I think that's just a solid green. Now I'm dumping them. Dumping them all out to get to the 4-leaf clover. Okay, well, there's a 4-leaf clover. It's actually a 3-leaf clover, oddly enough. But anyway, you get the picture. And then you've got all your little like stripes and polka dots and all that. How cute are those? Yes, I will link the beads when I get off here. Check my page. I'll do a post and I'll put a picture up so y'all can see. But yeah, they're Amazon. Okay, and then I know, like I said, it's late in the game to be doing Valentine's Day. But look at these beads. Okay, so these are pink gingham. We have hearts in there. We have pink and red hearts. And then we have white and natural. And these actually came with, well, you know, both of them did. Both of them came with a little, with a piece of twine. So if you're making tags and you like to add wood beads to your tags, these have the twine in them for you. So you don't have to buy that separately. So that's kind of cool. Okay, now I also got just some, where'd I put them? I just had them in my hot little hand. This box of beads on Amazon. Okay, so this box is just like a mixture of colors. So that's what I'm going to use for this wire. Oh, but you know what? I think I have some flowers in my stash. Let me look at my stash. Y'all know I just am like squirrel when I'm crafting with y'all. Because I should have ended this video already, right? I probably should have ended this video. I have some left over. Now, I don't know if I can link these. I will try. But I bought these last year. Okay. So these are also, you know, Amazon. Everything's Amazon. See the flowers and the eggs for Easter? Okay. I will try to find the link to those too. So let's do a couple of those. So let's do, is that green or teal? Really, it could go either way, honestly. And pink. And then we'll mix in, out of this other set, some of the solid colors here, and maybe like a natural. We have a silver. We could do a silver in there that matches the handle. We have gray. I don't like that gray though for this. It's kind of a a greenish gray. I don't want that. All right, and then out of my Valentine bag, I'm going to pull a couple of just natural beads out of there. Okay. I think, oh, you know what I could do? Well, no. It's going to be too busy. I'm getting too busy. Okay, so let's see how many are going to look good on here. So can y'all see this? I'm going to do, I've bent this though. See, I've bent this and now it's going to have a hard time getting in here. If it was straight, it would be no trouble at all. Hold on. If we have to do it over, we have to do it over. All right, we're getting it on there. Silver. All right, that's probably good. I don't want to get carried away. And you want them to move a little bit. All right, so let me feed this back up through here, and hopefully it'll still look right when I roll it down. Okay, and then the beads just, you know, I'll turn it around. Well, no, y'all can see it. I'm about to throw my laptop on the floor is what I'm about to do. That I do not want to do that. But I'll take a picture of this and post it so y'all can see. But see all these cute little beads on here? It just makes for a cute little hanger. And honestly, like, this doesn't add a lot of cost, you know, because if you're buying these big bags of beads and you're just adding, like, what is this? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9 little beads, you know? So they're just fun. I just really like using them on my handles. Thank you, Tanya. You're so sweet. Okay, I will link the beads. Excuse me. I'll post a picture, link the beads, check on my page, and I'll put them on there. And also I'll put them on my Instagram. Oh, Tanya, glitter beads. I might have to check and see if I can find some glitter beads. Yep, that would be super cute. But look how that sparkles, y'all. So cute. All right. Thank y'all for joining me. Don't forget, if you want this design, this is going away after today. So if you've not joined SVG Clubhouse, you're going to want to join today so you can get this door hanger file. All right. Thanks for joining me, guys. I will see you tomorrow at noon for another bonus file video. See you then. Bye.